So right now, I'm working on several paintings that are related to the River Thames, and the river has always been an important feature of my work. I think it's to do with the fact that it's the reason why London is here, really, is the river. I live by the river. I'm lucky enough to kind of forage on the river and find kind of archaeological remnants of the past. And, you know, like I said, using the chalk that I find on the river to make drawings with in the painting. So the river is really important, but it's also about the flow of people and the way people move in the city, and that kind of ties into the river too. So I wanted to make a series of paintings about the river. So I started at St Thomas's Hospital, and it's important for two reasons to me, this painting really. My children were born here, and this was the kind of view that we were looking at while they were born. And recently I've had to go to St Thomas's Hospital as well, so I've kind of been involved with that area a bit. And I sat down and made sketches of all the people in the painting over here. For a couple of days just drawing characters and talking to people that I met there who came up to me. And so it's that whole thing of you know, the suffering of people coming to hospital, that kind of, that, you know, the pain that people have. But it's also a really positive place because you've got children being born there and parents coming out with new babies, and you know, that's a really, really wonderful side to it as well. So you've got the whole sort of spectrum of human life there, and that's what really interests me. You know, if I can find a scene that has all of those elements to it. So this is just beginning here. That's Westminster, Houses of Parliament. It's also painted at a time, in some sense, where there's a feeling of the country being slightly sort of broken and divided, and that kind of fitted in well with the kind of sort of broken limbs of the people that are walking past as well. And that kind of that idea really appealed to me as well, to try and have some notion of the recent kind of politics that's been going on in Parliament. And I happened to notice as well that while I was there, that Parliament itself had these kind of sheets on it because it's being done up at the moment. So it's almost like the House of Parliament has got these bandages on it as well, you know. So there's a sense of something happening in the country there that I wanted to try and bring into the painting. This piece here is the river again. This is Putney Bridge, and these are people pulling in boats and rowers bringing their boats from rowing in the head of the river race, or practicing for the head of the river race. And I've often painted scenes about boats, and where I can. You know, obviously it's not a huge subject in London, but it's something that interests me really, and that perhaps, well, it's almost like if they weren't rowers, they could be maybe fishermen or something like that, and that kind of interests me. I love paintings of fishermen in the sea, so that's something that I hadn't really done so much before.